You do not want to lose 20 pounds. You are not looking for a total body transformation. You just want to feel less hungry. Is that too much to ask? For a growing number of people, microdosing Mounjaro is not about weight loss at all. It is about appetite control, quieting the mental noise, taking back a little peace from food obsession. And if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. Let us talk about what we know so far. Mounjaro, or Tirzepatide, is best known for its power to drive dramatic weight loss. But that is when it is used at higher doses, 5, 10, even 15 milligrams. What is happening now is different. More and more people are intentionally taking lower doses, sometimes as low as 1.25 milligrams per week, not to melt away weight, but simply to curb appetite, to eat more intuitively, to regain control. And here is what is fascinating. It seems to work. In patient forums, especially Reddit and Facebook groups, people are reporting that even tiny doses of Tirzepatide reduce cravings, shorten binge episodes, and make food feel less emotionally charged. One user wrote, "I am not losing weight on micro, but for the first time in my life, I can say no to second helpings without a mental fight. That is worth everything." There is a huge difference between losing 5 pounds and gaining 5 hours of peace from your thoughts. We also hear from folks in eating disorder recovery or in weight maintenance phases who say high doses felt too extreme, too blunting. Microdosing gives them just enough help to stay steady, without tipping into fatigue, nausea, or unwanted thinness. Now, let us be clear. This is still off-label use. The FDA has not approved microdosing. There are no formal studies that measure the effectiveness of ultra-low doses strictly for appetite without weight loss. But real-world stories matter. And they are piling up. Clinically, we know that GLP-1 receptor agonists work by slowing gastric emptying and signaling satiety. Even at low doses, those mechanisms may still activate, and it is not just physical. People describe a kind of mental quieting, a hush in the background chatter about food. That psychological relief is hard to measure, but impossible to ignore. So, is microdosing Mounjaro effective for appetite control only? For many? Yes, but it is nuanced. It may not eliminate hunger, it just dials down the urgency. For some, that is all they need. For others, it is a stepping stone. We will dive deeper into this in upcoming videos, like how microdosing affects emotional eating, and what happens when you stop. If you are using Mounjaro for appetite control only, or considering it, share your experience in the comments, especially if you are in recovery or maintenance. We want your voice in this. And do not forget to subscribe. Next up, we are exploring microdosing in perimenopause, where hormones meet hunger. See you there!